Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the boys from Convoy. How you doing, Dustin and Jonathan?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for being here every other week. I appreciate our conversations. We really are helping the one rental at a time and investors do some amazing things. Give a shout out to video 3 that is coming. But before we get there, I think we've got to talk about 90% loans. As you guys know, I talked about a 50, 40, 10 program with another non-QM lender. I understand you're getting some phone calls, which is awesome. So let's talk about that, clear up some of the questions, but also talk about what you have, right? You have a 90% loan yourself. So let's clear up some things and talk about it. So where should we go first?
We can talk about our 90% loan.
Sure.
Then we'll talk about the 50, 40, 10, but
Okay.
essentially we rolled this out about a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice about it is, number one, you obviously only have to put 10% down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a couple right now for some clients. And the main criteria, number one, you have to have a credit score over 720.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Number two, which might be even a little bit harder hurdle in today's market, depending on the price and the area, is the debt coverage of that said property has to be at 1.1 or higher.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, if you're putting only 10% down, the loan amount's obviously higher than if you're putting 30 down, for the payments higher, and therefore it's harder to debt cover at 1.1. But there are still markets out there. It's living proof right now because we're doing a couple.
Yeah, well, let me talk about that. So again, I think we're heading into a market, and we'll talk about this in video 3, where investors are going to start to win, right? We are going to start to see fear of missing out from seller side. Some of these sellers will be truly checked out and want to cash the check. And what that means is we will be buying better deals. We will be buying deals this year that you could not have touched last year. We'll be buying deals this year where the 90% loan, a single loan, seller totally cashed out, they'll take it, right? The 50, 40, 10 is interesting, but you have to find an owner, A, who has 50% equity, B, is willing to carry, which is not all sellers. It is just not, right? They are kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say rare, but it's not easy, right? It takes work. If you want to go to a seller that's ready to get out and you can only bring 10% in, yeah, sure. It should be harder to qualify. You should have a good credit score. You should be getting a great deal. This isn't for everyone. So I don't want you to, the market's coming to us, guys. The investors are going to win. Non-QM is going to dominate the market. And this 90% program should be understood, right? You're one of the one rental at a time fans. You find a great opportunity. The seller doesn't like 50, 40, 10 because they don't like you. They don't trust you. They want their money. Convoy has a 90% program. You've got to jump through hoops. You got to get a great deal. But damn it, that's what I'm telling you to get. Go get great deals, man. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, all good. And then obviously we're in the 90% LTV, CLTV space, which,
Sure.
If people are not familiar, LTV, loan to value, is the loan, right? And then there's CLTV, which is combined loan to value, which is what 50, 40, 10 is, right? 50% first, 40% seller carried second, 10%.
Correct.
Right. So, because we are getting a lot of questions after the video about
well, that's good.
50, 40, 10. And we're like, yeah, I mean, in a way we do, right? And it's something that we've kind of had, and everyone has kind of had for a while now. It's just the way that it's presented.
Sure.
But the 40%, like you said, doesn't always have to be seller carried. It could be like a line of credit. Could be some other type of financing that you are carrying,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of lenders now, especially in this market, will now allow for you to carry a 90% CLTV with
Yes.
a 10% down, right?
Yeah. Combined loan to value. Again, I've been doing this so long. So I remember when seller carryback. I mean, I actually wrote about it in my first book, One Rental at a Time. My second, I think it's my third deal. I did a 90% CLTV, 80% first, 10% second. It's been around for a long time. People act like these are new things. They are not new. We are just heading into a new market. The last 2 years, the Fed broke housing and lending was relatively easy. It's changing. Buyers, demand destruction is happening at record pace. Existing home sales today down, and it's going to get worse. Investors up. We are going to make some great deals. We are going to find motivated sellers that want out. The 50-40-10, first and foremost, is 2 loans, is 2 payments. Second loan is with the seller, right? That is a conversation that not everybody is comfortable having. Not all sellers will qualify. You at Convoy offer a 90% loan. I certainly hope it is of high quality and people have to jump through hoops, and they should reach out, right? You don't need 2 loans. You have a product that people can get if the deal is good enough. And folks, do a deal that is good enough. That's, those are the rules of the road, right?
Another popular program regarding 90% that you can do is like an 80-10-10, which everyone's kind of familiar with, right? You can do an 80% first and then do a 10% second, which,
yes,
it's a lot easier to, seller, carrier, everything, like convince anybody is 10%, right?
Yeah.
You have a 30% total combined loan to value. You're putting 10% down. So you're still getting the same type of product with a little less carry or heaviness or weight on the seller or anybody else you're talking to. And it, it works out. Yeah.
Yeah, I did an 80-10-10. I wrote about in my book, very common. I think I did 2 of them of my first 8 deals. Yeah, a 10% carry back for the seller was easy. We had to do it. I didn't have the cash for the extra 10%, so he took it. The reason the 50-40-10 exists is obviously the 50% first is very low risk, so you get the best rates, obviously, right? And 80% first is going to be a higher rate. That's just how the system works. So again, folks, what I want you to take from this conversation is a couple of things. I'm bringing you 2 non-QM lenders who are out there serving the needs. They offer different programs. Convoy, for example, brought us the 40-year mortgage. It is out there. They do it all the time. CLTV, 80-10-10s, 50-40s. Folks, it's there. And again, Convoy's giving you a 90% first for a good enough deal. And you should all take that as a challenge. So if somebody wanted to run a deal by you, how do you want them to reach out?
Feel free to email private.client@convoyhomeloans.com, or you can go to our website, fill out the web form, and one of us will reach out to you.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. If you do the web form, tell them you came from One Rental at a Time or ORAAT. We have an agreement. If it comes from me, it's either Dustin or Jonathan. We'll take care of you. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you.